Everybody, welcome back to Mead Monday on the Mead Masters Guild. I'm here again with my good friend Courtney.
Hey everyone.
And today we are drinking cherry mead. Stay tuned. All right, today we are drinking Prairie Cherry Mead from Rebellion Brewing, which is out of Regina, Saskatchewan. So this is the first mead we're actually doing that's Canadian, but outside of Alberta. And Courtney has actually a little bit about the meadery here as well.
So the meadery is pretty interesting. It seems like we couldn't get a lot of information online, unfortunately. We would probably have to direct message them to get a bit more detail. But it seems that a lot of people that got their start in beer brewing got together and decided to get together and try a mead. So here's hoping it goes well. The ingredients for this mead are completely sourced out of Saskatchewan. So the honey is from Rue Apiary in Tisdale. And the cherries are from Over the Hill Orchards in Lumsden. And if you want more information on Rebellion Brewing, you can always go to their website at www.rebellionbrewing.ca. We will provide a link in the description box below.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it seems like they're not necessarily actually like a meadery. From what I can see, they're actually a brewery, and this is kind of the one-off in their attempts to make a mead. But yeah, like if you go to the About section of their website, they talk about the people that work there, again, like Courtney was saying, all kind of got their start in home brewing, things like that. Multiple different types of beer you can see on their website as well, and the different types. And then the mead was kind of their one-off, kind of into their. But yeah, let's give it a go.
Yeah, because this is a cherry mead, that would make it a Melomel, right?
Yes, this is a Melomel.
But it's a sparkling Melomel.
Yes, so it's actually carbonated.
It's a very pretty color. It has definitely got that cherry color to it for sure. Oh, I can smell the cherries before even getting near the glass. It says that this is supposed to...
Oh, shit.
You're spilly.
Spilly. Oh, sorry. Poured a little too far.
Just a minute.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh,
sorry.
That's why I have extra napkins.
She's going to shame me again. I know it.
I'm not connected to the sound system, but... I can always find a makeshift bell and just follow you around and say shame.
The shame is inferred. But yeah, no, like I see what you say. Like the cherry's very pronounced. Like even being this far away, the aroma is very pronounced.
It's not a chemically cherry smell, which is nice, obviously, because they're actually using real cherries.
Yeah, that's the good thing about mead is I find is you don't find any artificial flavorings. Those who do mead, you won't find any artificial flavorings or colorings. I find that to stay true to the craft, they'll use real fruits and herbs and spices and things like that to give the truest possible taste they can.
Now, as I was saying before he rudely spilled,
sorry,
is that it does suggest that you serve this chilled in a champagne flute. I do not own champagne flutes.
We're not
so
fancy.
Yeah, it's a Staples, right?
Fancy.
But because yes, I'm gonna buy champagne flutes for a brewing company mead. It's
kind of weird. Like I've never heard of mead being drank in a champagne flute. I mean,
unless you're really pretentious.
That, or it's like maybe it's just a different way of trying it. I know we've said many times here on the videos that the horn is the official drinking vessel. Maybe they've tried a different way of releasing the aromatics and the flavor of it by drinking it out of champagne flute, but we're going to work with wine glasses right now and kind of see how it goes.
Yeah, and a special thanks to my friend Christina for getting me these for my wedding.
They are stunning. They're very fancy.
They are. This is...
It's thick red.
Yeah, like I was expecting it to not be as thick.
Like a clear, like crystal clear, but red. Like
it's not as thick as a lot of the traditional meads that we've tried that have that basically just coat the glass. Like these do eventually slide down. It's just taking its sweet time doing it.
Yeah, like looking at it against the light that's behind the camera, you can't really see through, but it's thick. It's not necessarily a bad thing that you can't see through a mead. It's generally fine with like a lot of melomels, where the flavor's been infused and there's a lot of the raw flavor and like some of the remnants of the fruit still sitting in there. So I'm guessing it's being very pronounced because of that. And it's not a bad thing. It's just something that does add to the meat itself.
Mm-hmm. Let's give that a sniff.
Oh,
it smells really good.
Like,
and I'm thinking the carbonation kind of
like the bubbling of it kind of helps release the aromatics of it. It's I smell a lot of honey and a lot of cherry.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
that is really tasty.
It is. It's like the bubbliness of pop, but it's like it's these little explosions of honey and cherry on your tongue. I find with the bubbles.
Yeah, is this one of the higher percentages of mead we've tried?
I think this is probably one of the higher percentages. This is 14.5%, where mead can kind of range from 10-11% to 16, kind of in there, depending on the individual. But this one is probably a little higher at the 14. And it just tastes a little thicker too, even with the carbonation.
Mm-hmm. I really like the carbonation. It kind of breaks up that thickness that you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, it's just these little tiny explosions with the bubbles. Like how when it hits your tongue, it's just cherry and honey.
Mm-hmm. It seems to be, like, I get the honey very much first off when I first sip it, and then the after rolling off the back of the tongue is very cherry. So,
absolutely.
On the can, because I wasn't sure if we found out on the website, it says that it's good to serve with a creamy dessert or a blue cheese. I do not have any blue cheese, and I think it's personally very disgusting. So we're going to go with creamy dessert.
You don't like cheesy shoe leather? I don't mind blue cheese in times to times, personally myself, depending if it's in a dip in that, but I definitely know it's not everybody's palate. But I mean, I'm a little weird that sometimes I'll just eat it. But we do have more unicorn remnants here in this
cheesecake dip.
The cheesecake dip.
They said creamy.
That's true. All right, cheers.
Mm-hmm. Still really tasty.
Oh, absolutely. Is it me, or does it like just, it's almost like cheesecake almost.
Yeah, it kind of, I would say this particular dessert might overpower it in the cheesecake flavor just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not necessarily a bad thing because they do complement each other very well, but it literally tastes like I just ate a piece of cherry cheesecake.
Absolutely. I think, yeah, like the Wensleydale cheese that we had on a previous episode, I think if you had like a light crumbly cheese like that, I think it would just straight across taste like cherry cheesecake.
Mm-hmm.
That is never a bad thing.
No, I took another sip and it wasn't as cheesecakey. The cherry came back a little bit more.
Yeah.
But it's a good complement. It doesn't change the profile of the meat at all for flavor, at least for me.
Yeah, no, like I don't think it changes it too much. I think it just kind of adds it with the cheesecake cakiness. If that's, we shall say cakiness for that. Is
the cheesecakiness. That is the best adjective ever.
Cakiness.
In all their cheesecakiness.
In all their cheesecakiness. Twas good stuff.
If you could bring the popcorn, actually. This is the same unicorn popcorn that we tried for a few. It's just buttered, salted popcorn with a drizzle of white chocolate. So we're going to see if this does the amazing thing it has done to the other meads we have tried and completely bring out the fruit and just hide the honey. That's pretty much what it does.
Because we did one that like it tasted like canned pears, and the other was like canned apples. I'm kind of curious how this one's going to go. Because the other ones were traditional. This one's a straight Melomel.
Mm-hmm. And we haven't tried this with the Melomel yet. I'd say I definitely get more of the cherry for sure.
Absolutely.
It's a little bit hidden by the carbonation though.
It is, but it's almost like it takes the honey down. I don't know if it's the saltiness or whatever, if there's already sweetness there, that it cuts it down, but it's more just straight honey. Or no, straight cherry, sorry.
Now, I brought a few things for science. These are also unicorn remnants. They're both white chocolate almond bark, but they have flavorings. The blue and green and yellow have been flavored with cotton candy. And the pink and the blue have been flavored with a bubblegum type flavoring, and it literally tastes like Hubba Bubba. So, my dogs are growling. Jesus. There you go.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I like that.
I do as well. It's
Sorry,
almost,
I inhaled a bit of carbonation.
is it me or is it almost like it takes the sweetness of the chocolate down, but it keeps the flavor?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really, cool. Really good. It's an interesting flavors. Sorry, my dogs are being jerks. Hey, that's not.
Yeah, that's actually kind of a cool combination. I like that.
Yeah, I taste the cotton candy. I taste the cherry, but it's not as overwhelmingly sweet.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you'd think like because the chocolate's sweet, you're adding honey, it's gonna be
overkill.
Like,
yeah.
What was the word I was thinking of? Diabetes sweet, but it's not. Like it's like the honey cuts the sugar out, and then all you're left is with just the pure flavor, not the.
And I understand that scientifically speaking, or just logically speaking, that doesn't make any sense.
I know. I make words up that just kind of describe the way I'm feeling.
So this one, it's the bubblegum flavored.
That's interesting. Again, the sweetness is cut down, but it's like...
It's really good.
It almost tastes like... Yeah, like the Hubba Bubba, like normal bubblegum flavor you try, but it's like infusing it with that bubblegum flavor, but with cherry.
It's really good.
And again, the sugariness of the chocolate is cut down, I think, by the honey, but it's just flavor.
Well, there is a slight sharpness to the drink.
Mm-hmm.
But the carbonation also cuts down on the richness a bit, so maybe that's what's cutting through the richness of the chocolate.
That definitely could be it, but no, I think that's a really cool flavor.
Yeah, that's really good.
Bubblegum and cherry.
The things you learn.
Absolutely.
For science.
For science?
Yeah, I will definitely say I'm a fan of that.
Absolutely.
Not all the time, because dear Lord.
Ugh. But being a carbonated mead as well, this is definitely more of a mead to have on like these warm spring or going to be coming the hot summer days.
Well, around a campfire.
Absolutely. Oh, get a couple of cans of these while you're going camping and you won't be disappointed. They're in, they're in taller cans, 473 ml, but I could definitely see me chilling out with a 6-pack of these around a bonfire.
Yeah, these are really good. So, good job, Rebellion Brewing.
Absolutely. Just think, s'mores on a fire with this?
Oh, God.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, keep working on your meads. If you have another one that you're thinking of doing, please do it.
Yeah, let us know.
This is really good.
Like, I'm definitely impressed with this. Like, I've done a cherry mead before, like a tart cherry in the past. It was definitely good. This is more on the sweeter side of cherry, not the tart, I find, but absolutely great. And again, for being a brewery that mostly focuses on beer, as a one-off for mead,
good job.
Definitely kudos to you guys for this. Is pretty good. But yeah, so we have a second can here, and we do have the horn, which we do have to try in the official mead vessel.
Have you ever had a carbonated mead out of that horn?
Yes, I have. And it is, again, if you, for those out there, if you've never tried a horn, like, Google up like maybe horn makers, or like you can find them online a lot of times from some Viking websites and stuff. It's something you should try, and they're not overly expensive.
Yeah, this one's from Ragnar the Trader. I think he's based out of Saskatchewan, but he's also Alberta.
I believe he is.
I'm not sure how, and I'm sorry if I'm getting that information wrong, but he does have a Facebook page, Ragnar. It's pretty much how it sounds. In the TV show Vikings, Ragnar. The Trader, Trader. just in case you're hearing Trader. He's a good guy, so no, trader, not traitor. And yeah, he creates mugs, horns. He actually has stands for horns now. Yep. So check him out. Yeah. We will provide a link in the description box below. And yeah, no, like if you get a chance anywhere, like from Ragnar anywhere, try a horn. And I mean, it definitely changes the profile of having it out of a typical glass.
there's just a cool feeling behind it. And I mean, impress your friends or next party you go while everybody's drinking out of a can or a glass, you get to drink out of a horn. Now, doesn't that just look badass?
Just make sure you flex while you're doing it.
No, my guns are tiny. She's been working out, so she's
a little bit. Sorry, I'm emasculating right now. Apparently. Sorry.
My arms are so tiny.
Oh, okay. We almost got overflow. I'm going to wait for that to settle down here.
And yeah, like, can't really see from the horn, but it's like when you're pouring pop or soda, like, you got to be careful because of the fizz up, so just give it a moment because it is carbonated.
Right. That is so good.
Oh, absolutely. It's like, it's almost like the consistency of drinking pop or soda for our American friends, but it's cherry and you don't taste the alcohol. So it's one of those things that just goes down easy. So
it's dangerous and pace yourself.
It is. Again, it's 14%, not like a 5% like a typical beer. So yeah, so pace yourself or you're going to find up as soon as you stand up, gravity got turned up.
A lot. Turned up to 11.
Turned up to 11.
Spinal Tap. The greatest band that never was.
That's another movie I've never seen. I know she's gonna hit me. But no, definitely good on you, Rebellion. I think you guys have made a great product. I think with the sweets and the things that we've done here as well. If any of you get a chance to pick it up, we'll leave a link to their website below. If you get a chance to pick it up, definitely do it. Have a couple of them around a campfire. Let us know if you get to try them around a campfire, maybe with some s'mores or some other camping fare. Leave the comments in below.
Yep. Subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Keep updated on all the Mead Mondays.
Mead Mondays. We're also trying to start some fishing Fridays and things like that. Just I've gone out a few times, but I've sadly been skunked every time. So it's trying to get up on that. So just kind of hold off.
And we're also looking at possibly doing some mead maidens in the kitchen.
Yes.
So if there are any recipes that you think would be really good with mead as an ingredient, please leave a comment or a link below, and we'll look into it, and we'll see what we can do for you.
All right. But until next time, we'll see you guys later. Peace.